can murder a liberator, but you can't murder liberation. You can murder a revolutionary, but you can't murder revolution. And you can murder a freedom fighter, but you can't murder freedom.
You're tapped in, so let's get right to it. So I ran across some content on my feed today, and it didn't shock me, because like I said, about this movement, not a boycott. We're trying to hurry up and dispel that terminology in terms of how blacks are deciding to do their own thing with their own money. It's not a boycott. This is the eradication of other demographics, businesses in our community, especially those from other demographics who have no respect for the black child, woman, or man. Not only that, but no appreciation for our business, our dollars. All right. But so I said that they'll come out of the woodwork, and I didn't just mean, for instance, what we see a lot of Asian content creators coming out and say, yeah, the Asian community is wrong. What Rich Child done was wrong. But listen, you guys, we've been working together for a long time, and we still need you guys, to support our businesses. We'll get it right. We'll get it right. Give us another chance, that type of thing. We're not buying that, one. Again, this is not motivated by anger. And if some are thinking that way or feeling that way, let's correct you. This is motivated by love for our people, love for the fact that, we have our people. We have a unit of people who have gone through a great deal, where disrespect, murder, non-appreciation or no appreciation of us, not just from those who run white supremacy, but other demographics who come here as immigrants or whatnot. We love our people in spite of what you see, and you only see what you see the way you see it is because that's the way it's portrayed to you. It's just what it is. All right. But we're motivated by love for our people. That being said, I have a clip. I want to bring this clip in because this clip is going to speak to what we knew would be coming or would happen sooner rather than later. This involves or revolves around one of our sisters who, I don't know, didn't get the memo. That's the only thing. That's the only way I call it. She didn't get the memo or she heard about it and she just gained goofy. She's just a goofy, But man, reality shocked her and brought her right back into the present. This movement is real. Why we're doing it, why and what it's based upon is also real. We're doing it because, we love our people. We need to do better for ourselves. And at the same time, we recognize that we have a demographic in our community, another demographic in our community doing business that do not respect us or appreciate us, that they kill us every opportunity they get, be it over a bottle of water or a bottle of orange juice. All right. So that being said, let me drop this clip in here. Before I do, as always, please like, share, follow, comment, and subscribe to TAP because you are tapped in. This is the art of political discourse. We appreciate everyone's participation and viewership up to this point so much. We really do. So thank you for tuning in. Please hit that like and share button. Okay. Now let's get to this clip. And I have some comments. I have something to say after the fact, but let's get to this clip. You'll appreciate it.
So I'm here at, what is this called? I'll get the name later. I'm here at the nail shop, right?
So already I've seen one sister, and I imagine I don't imagine this person talking is also a black woman. So she's gonna pan the business, and they're the only two in there. Just gang goofy or something. I don't know. Or like the caption says, this is what happens when people don't stay on code.
Down on Granby Street. And this young man was doing my nails. He was very sweet. He's over here. He was doing my nails. And the lady came and fixed it. She did it wrong and start yelling. And I promise you, God not done with them. She said, and they probably don't even believe in God, but who cares? The lady was...
I don't care. You take a video or you post something, I don't care. You do that. You come here, you do better, but you don't want to pay. I'm home. You don't want to pay.
She said, I don't want to pay.
You need to do connect the video. Don't do look like a stop. Do that. You need to pay the very basic stuff.
You told me I was getting my feet done, and you told me get off your shop, get up and get off your shop. I didn't do nothing to you.
You get out.
You were in the middle of doing my feet, and you told me to get out the shop. Excuse me. You can't hold me accountable. I wait till the cop.
Hey, hit me. Ooh, I will hit me. I stand on the floor.
I did not touch you. I would not touch you.
Hey, you need to pay.
I did not touch you. Excuse me.
Call the police.
Excuse me.
Where's
Where's that guy at? The black guy. I'm gonna give him some money.
Now listen to what the Asian lady says.
Where's he at? I'll give him money, but I'm not giving you money. You're rude as crap. You're rude. You're rude. Listen, y'all. Y'all didn't freaking do my toes. Look at my toes. Look at my toes.
Yeah, but more than that, listen to this ignoramus right here. This, oh my God.
Y'all think this is right?
Ông làm xong hết rồi, phải lấy tiền ở đây.
She was rude. Like, she hates black people. Look at her.
Yeah, I hate the black people. Anything you want. You know why? Because my customer all black, but they very nice. Not look like you. You understand?
Huh? Not what?
For what?
Not what? Like who?
Who what?
Your customers don't look like me. Most of your customers look like
my
me.
customer, not be me, look like you.
Not be what?
I don't care.
Not be what? Not your customers what?
Just pay and get out.
Pay what? You didn't do my feet.
You
didn't do my feet. I don't get it. No. But you told me to get out.
You said you have $1 million. Just pay for $40.
For what? When you didn't do it. For what?
If you don't have money,
oh, I don't have money. I don't. Y'all have a great day.
Let's call the police and I know take her.
Don't chase me either.
Her car. Go. I take her car video. Go.
You can take it. You can take it.
Some sort of service.
Okay.
Now, this is her interaction with the police. The police were called. And again, just listen to how dumb this shit is. You know, this is the problem with a lot of us. You know, we're not on code. We're more into this mindset of individualism more than we are being a collective. And this is part of the problem. I don't know what she thought she was going to get when, again, it's in social media everywhere. And I'm no doubt she's a social media creator. She creates content on social media.
Okay. I was giving the restaurant as an example. If you walk into a restaurant, order food, and then walk out.
She told me to get out.
Listen to me. Okay,
what?
But you still have to pay for part of the service. She can ask you to leave at any time because it's a private establishment.
But I didn't do nothing to her for me to leave.
I know it's a private establishment. Okay. People have that power when it's their business, their private property.
She asked her to leave, but then they barricaded the door.
And they held me hostage. So what is that? Can you tell me what that is?
Okay.
What is it?
Now they got both of the sisters and they're now trying to explain some shit, but we tried to explain. See, y'all acting like these Trump supporters, these Mexicans and Latinos and all these other people who went and voted for Trump when we were telling you guys, hey, don't do that. You know, now that's what they sound like. We told our people, hey, we're not doing that no more. This is what we're doing. But they went and did that. You know, not both of them are in the shit, but they were both there. And as a result, one of them has a discrepancy, has an issue. The Asian lady just told, I hate black people. You know, some are good customers. You know.
Let's focus one thing at a time.
Okay, go ahead.
So, like I'm trying to explain to you, you went in, got a service, they did some service to you, okay? They didn't do what you wanted, but you still have to pay for the service that they did do, okay? Well, hold on.
Okay.
If they're trying to
So then that's the play with them. You sisters need to wake up. This is the play. They're not getting the business they've been getting. You go into these services when you say, man, I ain't giving fuck what they talking about. I'm going to get my nails and my toes done. Da, 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 da. You go in and get the service, and it looks as though once they start the service, they don't do it like they should, or they half-ass. Do you get half of what you thought you was going to get, half of the whole? And they tell you, you know, they create something, hey, get out, you know. So they're making their money. That means you leave here or leave that establishment, you got to go find another one, because more than likely you're going to go to another Asian shop, and you sit in that chair and get the other half done. So you done paid twice the amount for one job. That's the play. Sisters, y'all can't be this dumb. Get on code, man.
Upcharge you, that's going to be a civil issue.
That's not what happened. I need you to get the story together, please.
Basic $40 package, you know, whatever extra stuff they don't even worry about. Basic is all they're looking for.
They're not getting basic anything. They freaking treated me like a freaking criminal, like I did something to them. What the heck are they supposed to be getting?
Here's where we're at.
And my feet, it look crazy.
Here's where we're at. If you don't want to pay them, I'm not going to twist your arm. I told them this, right? But what I'm going to do is I'm going to get your information and bang out a report real quick, okay? Because like my partner was explaining, it's still theft. It's theft of services.
Hold on, wait. Let me. Okay, so look, listen. Let's.
Nope, you're listening right now.
Okay, go ahead.
How you feel about the matter? It's still theft of services.
Let me get the money out.
So from
Can I get the? I'm gonna get the money out. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. But
because it's going to be
Okay, that's the problem. You see the car, you see the emblem on the car. There's your problem. That's part of it. That's how some of them think. That's how some of them think. There's the problem. You know, a lot of them are caught up in this materialism. You know, they're very materialistic. You know, they're very materialistic. They have to have this look about them, you know. They got to go put all this acrylic on their nails where they can contract cancer, and they got to all this stuff to their eyes and their head, you know, shit that makes them sick. But it's a mindset behind this individual and others like her who won't be on code. There's a mindset attached to this. She's driving a Mercedes. She's like, hey, man, they didn't tell me I got to look good. I mean, you know, probably ain't got a job. Hutton probably about the car. Ain't no telling.
Them that takes you to court, not us. Like, we're not charging you with a crime.
listen. Okay, so listen. With all that, y'all just.
And she's still not listening. See, this is another thing about it. When they keep yapping, they ain't trying to hear nothing. They can't hear nothing because they're too busy yapping.
Said that basically I stole from them. That's what you're telling me, right?
I'm telling you that's their take on the
Cool.
matter, right?
So let me ask you this. What is it when they held me hostage and had a man outside the door? What the hell is that? What is that?
Them trying to recoup their loss.
Huh?
Same thing as the Walmart stops you from leaving.
Trying to recoup what? They told me to get out.
Shooters.
They asked me to get out.
I don't know anything about that. I wasn't there for that, but I know that you're outside and you're unharmed now, and there's nothing broken in the business, right? So
Let's
totally,
no.
And for whatever reason, see this how ignorant she is. It's not even registering to her that the cops can care less about her black ass. They can care less. And if they could arrest her, they would. Nothing is registering with her. Nothing.
No, let's go back. No, listen. I need you to go back because I need to understand it. And I need to understand it. Fully.
Nothing is registering with her. She's not going to understand it regardless. They can explain it 100 times. I bet you. She still won't get it. No more than she got that the people are on a mission. We on code. We talking about shut them down. You got to leave here. We don't care where you go, but you got to leave here type of mentality. That's what we on. She ain't trying to hear nothing.
Here's where we're at, okay? We're not going to go round and round all day until you hear something you like. It's just not going to happen. Right. So at this point, you can either pay them or I can do the report. Take your pick. I honestly don't care either way.
Hold on. Let my husband come over here because I'm trying to.
We're dealing with this right here and now.
Sir, hold on. Wait.
There's a husband walking across the street.
No, because y'all don't know
right there. That's him. He's coming. you know.
I was treated.
Okay, I understand. That's a customer service issue, okay?
Yep,
How you were
that's
treated
the
by them is not a crime. It's a service issue of a place of business that you're probably not going to want to go spend your money at because they choose you poorly, right? You understand what I'm
Are you
coming from?
husband? Are you the husband? Okay, cool. So that took no time. That was actually better. But now he's here. Whatever you were going to discuss with them.
Can you? Because I think I'm not getting the information or something.
Sure.
Can you explain? So I was at the nail shop, and it's so sad because I'm telling you, this is really a really sad issue. I didn't even freaking know that the whole time there. I was on the phone with first mama, and she was. I'm sure that later. Anyway.
Yeah, all right.
The lady tried to hold me hostage in there. She didn't finish my freaking feet. And she told me, she said, get out. Go ahead and get out. Get out the store. She was right there. She was in there with me. I didn't do nothing. I don't freaking know. She got mad because she didn't do my feet right. And I was like, it's supposed to be, and I was sweet. She's like, no. And the man was like, calm down. Her husband or whoever, he was like, calm down. Like, why are you acting like this? So she was like, leave, get out of here. I was like, no, I just, want you to.
I'm pretty sure the husband didn't speak English to his wife and say, calm down, why you acting like this? I'm pretty sure of that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure of that, But
just fix it. I'm thinking it's not a big deal. It's no problem. Just fix the little issue. That's it. They were upcharging me and everything. I'm like, okay, that's fine. That upcharge is fine. I don't care. Like, I have money. It's not a big.
She don't care. She has money, and she'd rather spend it with them, with people who gonna give her attitude and problems. If they thought they can get away with locking her up in there and beating her ass and taking their money from her per person, they would have. But the issue is she has money. She don't care. She don't care who she spend her money with, as long as she can spend it.
Deal. So then she told me, get out. And then I was like, okay, I'll leave. The man started barricading the door, and the Chinese man stood outside the door and started holding something like this. So I'm like, hold on, what the hell is going on here? So now he can't. No, he was sweet. He was real nice. So they asking me to pay $40 when they didn't finish my feet. You didn't do nothing to my freaking feet. What are you talking about? I asked for French tip, and you told me to get out. I wanted to get my service done. I didn't come here to not have my feet done.
You wanted to get paid up. You never come here.
But he's telling me
the husband just told you you should never go on in.
they don't get nothing. Nothing will happen with them. You was holding me hostage in the freaking store. That's freaking kidnapping. You holding me hostage. It's nothing for that. So basically, he's telling me, the only person.
Oh, it's something for it. That's your lesson, dummy. That's your lesson, goofy. There's something for it. There's a lesson. There's a lesson in it for you. Get on code, dummy. No, there's a lesson. There's something for it. But listening to you, I'm pretty sure you still won't get it. You're one of them.
Gonna get in trouble. He said, I don't have time, and I got all this recorded. He said, I don't have time for all this to talk about it or none of that.
No, we're just not gonna argue in circles. So where we're at, that's a pretty fair representation of our conversation so far. So where we're at,
he said that he didn't see it.
Or either
when I just told him about the lady barricading the thing, he said, I didn't see you do that, so it never happened.
Either way, honestly, if you don't want to pay him, I'm not gonna make you pay him. Right? It's an issue between you guys. But I am gonna have to do a report for them it's essentially theft of services.
What?
That's theft of services.
So if I pay them, you don't have to do a service?
Correct.
All right. Well,
that's what I'm saying. It just never come back and don't
all the money.
Leave them a bad deal. I don't want no money. Go settle up with them. Leave a bad Yelp review. Told nobody else to come here. That's fine.
Creating custom.
Okay. Leave a bad Yelp review and tell others not to come here. Well, we told her butt not to go there. We told her not to go there. And look what transpired. Look what happened. So her actions could be labeled as she's one of those intra-community non-supporters. She's in the community, maybe, intra-community non-supporter. This is the cost. you know, when we have these type of people, the cost is something else. All right. The cost of it is something else. One, it leaves the impression of disunity itself. All right. So she rather go to an Asian business to get her French tips and that whatever else she had done, in spite of the movement, the people pushing and saying, hey man, our dollars, we are going to start spending our dollars amongst each other. We're going to help those businesses that do French tips, nails, and everything else that are black owned and ran. But no, she decided that, well, maybe it was convenience. When's the next appointment? Oh, it won't be till tomorrow. Oh, I ain't got to tomorrow. It's the weekend. I got something to do, you know. But what's wrong, people? Let's get together. We're sending the wrong message, all right? We're sending the wrong message. For her and others like her to go out and move against the movement sets a bad precedent, all right? And again, the cost of disunity itself, especially when a boycott is publicly called a boycott and then visibly fails due to individuals like her, the community loses. It loses, you know, it loses the cost, or it has to do with, let's say, collective bargaining and all these things. So outsiders see that there's no unity and shit kind of comes together, gets together, you know, you're gonna still have a hard time because they're gonna think and trust or believe that they ain't together. They're still not together, you know. So we're not gonna, because we're not together, we're not gonna really, give them that respect, you know. So we lose collective bargaining power when they see this type of shit. You know? Then there's the erosion of credibility. We putting it all over the stratosphere. It's all in the atmosphere. We're not just boycotting. We're not doing no business with you guys anymore. But they see that. They see that. And they be like, yeah, let something else happen. Let something in the future occur, or future calls to action. When they happen or are called, they're taken less seriously, and that's both internally as well as externally, but again, you can't tell this goofy that throughout the whole process, she just yapping. She has no comprehension. And then she said, I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand. Of course you don't. Of course you don't, And I have no sympathy for her. I just don't. Or anyone like her. Or anyone like her. See, she's the problem. She will cost us a lot, or those like her. Will cost us a great deal. It's a psychological thing attached to this movement, people. We are vested in this thing, man. And there are a lot of us who take this very, very serious. And then for us to see sisters like that, and you could tell she thinks she's entitled, So when we see things like this, we tend, it will sometime affect some of us psychologically. It will tax us, all of us who are involved in this, who participate in this, who are willing to do this, they see that and they feel abandoned. We feel abandoned. We feel let down. We feel like we're not being supported by our own people, and then that breeds cynicism. So the next time something come up, we like, man, I ain't doing that shit no more. We mugs don't know how to get it right. When that type of thing happens, it fractures the movement. It does something psychologically to the get down. But again, she's not the type of person, anyway, I think, should be involved in any type of movement. She don't got her stuff together. You know, she might be driving the Benz, but again, he probably bought that. Because he obviously got there in a different vehicle. But she's one of those entitled ones. She's not going to do much of anything. She's going to want a lot done for her. You know, so, you know, I don't know. It's sad to see this, you know what I mean? It's just sad. I don't know if she is disregarding what the movement is about because of convenience or what. I can't call it. But here is an individual who is a content creator. Really. She is a content creator. I've been trying to research and find out who she is. I've been looking, and I, and get a little help. I'm going to find her. I guarantee you she's going to fit the bill. She's an entitled, wannabe, spoiled Black woman. Probably with no real responsibility, no real goals, but to, complain about a lot of shit. No substance to her. Bet you. I bet you that web page, that site, that content is all fluff and fribble. I bet you. So I'm going to find her. That's going to be my work. I'm vested in that. I hope to find her within a day or so. Probably not that long. But until I do, you guys tell me what you think about this piece. Now, this isn't necessarily common, you know what I mean, where we are seeing sisters going into these places and recording because they're, upset or disagree with a service. Most sisters are, staying away from these businesses for the most part, and that's a good look. And so we appreciate that. Black women, we appreciate you for that. But let me know what you think. Put your thoughts in the comments. Let me know whether or not, you think it's okay that, black women, they're grown, go do what they want to do, spending money with who they want to spend it with, or whether or not you think or you agree, with the fact that she's off cold and, she's just a goofy, that she don't care. She's an individual who may think she's entitled to whatever, in any respect. Drop them thoughts in the comment. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other.
You can murder a liberator, but you can't murder liberation. You can murder a revolutionary, but you can't murder revolution. And you can murder a freedom fighter, but you can't murder freedom.